Right, I give you as I get it. I don't know who I get, what I get, I just give you it. So we just work from there, is that alright?
Yeah.
Right. I do know there's energy around you that had something to do with the throat, because they're playing my man as soon as I walk through the door. Don't know who it is yet, but I know there is. But I also, there's a young male around you. Very strong young male. And I feel as though he's literally, as soon as I'm doing this, he's stepped in and he's like, no, I'm going first. So I don't know who he is yet, but I have to give you it, okay? It's got a dog with him. There's a dog with him. There's a dog with him.
Oh.
There's a little dog with him. Because I've got the energy of a dog. I've got the dog with him. He's brought the dog. So I don't know if the dog, him and him went together. I don't know. I just know he's got the dog. I have to tell you he's got the dog. No, it's fine. I have to tell you he's got the dog. Right.
Can't believe that's come through straight over.
It's only young when he passed over. I don't know how he passed over. And the reason I don't know is because unless they tell me, I don't ask them. Okay? That's not my business. And he doesn't feel it's my business to know. So we don't need to discuss that side of it, okay? But what he does tell me is that when he passed over, he knows that you went to see him. And he said you stroked his face. Because he's stroking my face. So he says he remembers you stroking his face. Give me that again. I want to know your name, not the dog's. Right, he's telling me who the dog is, right? So we're going to try and work with the dog first. This dog must be so important because he has to give me the dog, right? And I'm struggling. I know it's like a... Oh, give me it. Come on, give me it. It's making me rub my sleeve now. You're making me rub my sleeve. It's making me rub my sleeve. Stitch. Snitch. Stitch. So Stitch. Who's a Stitch? Who's a snitch?
It's an S, but not Stitch.
Stitchy Stitch. Stitchy Stitch. That's how it comes across to me. It's making me like Stitchy
I
Stitch.
don't know why he's saying that.
Stitchy Stitch. Something like that. I don't know. He's got an S anyway, and that's what he's doing. He's going like that. That's why I thought it was Stitch, because I've got stitches on there. I don't know. Right. But he's got the dog. Anyway. Right. Do you know who Liam is?
Liam?
Yes.
I know a few.
He's referring to a Liam. I have to acknowledge a Liam.
Living?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Living, yeah.
He's acknowledging a Liam. Right. What's he's going back to this again. So there's something about this that he's trying to connect with, and I don't know what it is. But we'll have to go back to it. Okay? We'll have to go back to it. There's something about some kind of stitches or snitches or so, I don't know. It's really strange what he's trying to give me. Give me your name. Give me something about you that I can totally verify. Hi, Mum, it's Steve.
Hey?
Hi, Mum, it's a Steve. Steve?
Married to Steve.
Steve? Is it a Steve?
That's his name.
Hi, Mum, it's Steve. Mum, it's Steve. Mum, it's Steve. Steve?
Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's his name.
Yeah. Who I'm talking to?
Yeah.
And you're his mum?
Yeah.
Mum, it's Steve.
Yeah. Right.
That's what he's giving you. He's telling you who he is.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you properly.
It's fine. No, it's fine. I understand. It's totally fine. Right. So that's who we're talking to. We've got your kid through. That's absolutely fine. Now, I know he was young when he passed over, but I feel there's music around him. He played an instrument.
Tried to.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying he played
Yeah,
an
he
instrument.
thought he did, yeah.
Right? That's fine. It's the guitar because he's making me go like that. So
Yeah.
he's making me feel as though that's what he did. He played the guitar. Now, apparently, according to him, he was absolutely excellent. I'm not disputing that. Sorry for you, I have to argue with him and I'm not. So we're going to go with
He
the
was,
fact.
he was excellent. He was
We're going to go with the fact he was excellent. But I do know that if he was having a bit of a, let's just say a bit of a downtime, a bit of a rubbish time, that did actually help.
Yeah.
That did actually help. He's making me feel so when he was on his own and he was having a go with the guitar, it was like he was a rock star on a stage, and his bedroom was a concert, and he was just strumming it and yeah. Him playing this didn't make you deaf, did it?
It certainly helped.
It's helped along the way, hasn't it? Right, but I do believe there's more to just that side with him with music. I feel as though, from what he's giving me, it's like music. Listening to music was his therapy. There was lyrics in certain songs that he listened to that was his therapy. And it's also, it's like, I need to say, I feel as though you feel as though somebody's got something to answer to.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine, as long as you know where I'm going with this. But he's like saying no now. Leave it now.
Leave it.
Leave it now. What's done's done.
I understand that.
And he can't come back from this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have to give you it because he's giving it to me. Right, he's giving me the number 30, and I don't know why, but we've got the number 30.
Yeah.
I have to give you it, okay? And I feel as though the number 30, it's... Right, what are you giving me? It's not I know it's not a house number, because you're not giving me a door, so what are you giving me? Well, I've got a calendar, so there's a date of a 30 on a calendar.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you? It's fine, as long as you know where we're going.
That's his date of death.
Right, that's why he's giving me it. That's absolutely fine. As long as you know.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fine. Right. I feel he's sorry. He's sorry for something. And the feeling I get is he's sorry for something that was either said or done on the earth plane before he passed over. I don't know,
Yeah.
He's telling me to tell you, so hopefully you understand where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
But this is what he's giving me, so he's sorry. I don't know what it is, it's not my business. Do you know what I mean? Right. Okay. Trying to work out the minute what he's trying to say something, but he's giving me something at the same time, and I feel as though I'm trying to concentrate on it. So if I go quiet, I do apologise. It's just how I do it. He's giving me a shirt, and it's like a similar style t-shirt to what I'm wearing. I mean, obviously I've got my work stuff on, I'm a scruff tonight, and I feel as though, did he used to sit and go like that?
Oh, loads of his t-shirts have got there.
That's why he was doing it.
The stitch.
He was trying to tell me about the shirt when he brought the dog through.
Yeah.
And that's why because he's giving me that, and he's going like this.
Now I think about it, when he was a baby.
He used to
would
sit and
get
he'd
hold
go
of
like
one of
that.
mine. Yeah.
And that's what he's doing, is because he likes the Stitch, and that's why I thought the dog was called Stitch, because he brought the dog and asked the dog's name, and he was like, no. And he didn't tell me he'd changed the subject, did he? So that's where we got confused.
Right, I'll cross her off then, because it's not to do with Liam.
That's fine. It's fine. I don't know, I've just got this. He's playing with that. So I feel as though that was his comfort thing as well.
Yeah.
That's fine. When he passed over, and you went in his room after he'd passed over and he wasn't here anymore, did you find loads of odd socks?
Oh, he's terrible for odd socks, but I found all the ones that
That's what he's given me.
matched.
He's laughing. That's what he's given me. But I also feel as though he used to roll his socks up in a ball and throw them.
Oh.
He used to roll them up because behind the wardrobe and stuff you find stuff. Yeah, because he's throwing the. I'm like, move, no. But yeah, that's what he's given me. Right. Okay. It's a lovely energy, but he's very cheeky. I'm trying to get him to come closer to me so I can. He'll come in, but then he gets so excited and he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go over here now," and I'm like, "No, you're not. Come here." He's all over. I don't know if he was like that, but he's all over. It's such an energy. He's just everywhere. Right. He says you heard him the other night up and down the stairs.
Oh, with him.
He's up and he's telling me he's up and down the stairs. He's like he wants. Well, he's just letting you know he's about. That's all he's doing. He's just letting you know he's about. Now, is his nan up there with him?
His nan?
Yes.
No.
So there's an older female that's standing behind him. So I wondered if it was his nan. There's an older female that's standing behind him. Can't quite get her close, but I know that she's a nice kind of energy. That's why I thought his nan was up there. But there's definitely an older female that stands behind him. Right. Is he your only child?
It's what?
Is he your only child?
I don't know whether I should say.
Just give me a yes or a no.
No.
Right, okay, that's fine. So why are you making me feel like you're the only child? I don't know why he's done that. It made me feel as though he was like the only one and he was so special and cherished.
Yeah, he was the only child here.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But I feel as though he was the only child. And that's why when you were like, I was like, but...
Oh, he was always my baby.
He was everything, wasn't he? He was the absolute... But he knew it. I feel like I just want to get my finger and wind you around it.
Yeah.
Because he knew exactly what he was doing, didn't he? Bless him. He did. I do feel as though he was bullied a bit.
He was what a bit?
Bullied when he was younger.
When he was younger, yeah.
I feel as though it's like... The word easy target I don't like saying very much, but I do believe he was different in some way. So it made him a target. Does that make sense? But that's who he was.
Yeah.
It was unique. That's who he was. Right. He likes the tattoo you had done.
Doesn't.
I don't know what you've had. I just know he's telling me, he's drawing me, and I feel as though he's tickling my tattoos. So when people
One on my back.
when people draw me to tattoos, it's either you're gonna get one, but he really made me feel as though he likes it. So it's like I have to tell you that you've already had it, and he likes the tattoo you had done for him. So I don't know what you've had, but I just know he likes the tattoo. Okay.
Good.
He also knows that he's still spoke about. And there's friends that still talk about him as well, and they talk about him in very high regard as well. And and he's happy with that, really happy with that. Right. Going back to a Liam. I have to acknowledge a Liam. Going back to a Liam. So I don't know who Liam is to him, but I have to give him Liam, okay? I don't know who Liam is. Right. Do you understand the name Gary? Gary.
Yeah.
Gary. I have to give that name as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to give you it. Right, what else you giving me? Okay. I feel as though you've thought about doing something, possibly in his memory. And it's been thought about, and thought about, and thought about, but nothing's gone forward with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because he's wanting you to push to do it.
Right.
Okay, I feel as though you need to stop thinking and do it, basically. Because it's like he's saying to me, she's still thinking of others before herself as well. So you need to start putting yourself first, is what he's saying. Did you have a habit of going like that?
No, he's always messing about.
Because he's making me go like that with my fingers.
I don't remember, to be honest, but he was always fidgety.
Yeah.
Very fidgety.
Yeah, because he's making me go like that, and now I want to go like that with my fingers.
Mind, when you just went like that, you quite often cracked his...
Did
You
he?
know, when you crack the knuckles like that. I
Yeah.
can't do it, but...
Yeah, I just feel like I'm gonna go like that, yeah. Right. Come on then. Right, he's telling me that there's a picture or something on your wall. I don't know which room, because the only room I know is this one. Oh, nice, beautiful. I love that wallpaper, by the way. But there's a picture of him on this wall. And he wants to tell you that, have you noticed yet that the picture keeps tilting?
No, but I'll have a look.
He's moving it slightly just to get your attention. He is. Right, okay. It's going back to...
Do you know what? Now you've just said that, I noticed the other day. That's a picture up there of him.
Oh, is it?
When he was a bit younger.
Right.
But then the picture that's shoved behind shouldn't be shoved behind. And it says, his best friend.
Right, well...
I kind of like put them both together there.
Oh, he's moving it.
And I noticed the other day that he'd come behind.
Yeah, he's moving something. That's got...
I wonder if it's that one. I did notice the other day.
Oh.
I had a bit of a set two with his friend. Not a set two, but a little... I noticed the other day and I thought, I wonder if he knows that I'm a bit annoyed with him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh. Could be it. It's just drawn me to, I don't know, there's a picture and it's on a wall and it keeps tilting, so that...
I'll check the others, but I did notice that the other day.
Yeah.
I meant to straighten it. And now you've just said it, it's reminded me.
Honestly, the stuff they do from Spirit is unbelievable. It really is. It's like we all say about teenagers and stuff, don't we? We all say, oh, they're miserable sods, sit in the bedrooms. Oh, you don't see them, do you? But I'll tell you something, when they go to Spirit, you see, you hear more from them in Spirit than you do when they're here.
I know.
Honestly. Right, okay. Have you got another dog?
No.
Because I feel I want to give you a dog.
I'd like you to give me a dog.
Well, I would as well, actually, but it's not going to happen really, is it? Be nice, wouldn't it? You know, just magic out me magic hat or something. Really would. But no, I feel as though I want to give you a dog. So again, I don't know if you spoke about having a dog, another dog, or... But when I give you that, like from you, I'm getting like emotion that I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
That is spot on. That is absolutely spot
I
on.
feel as though, no, it's not the time, I'm not ready. And it feels as though your emotions are pushing me back from giving you this dog.
Yeah, that's spot on. Absolutely spot on.
Is it?
Yeah.
But when the time comes, I do believe you will. You will get another. I really do. Is his room still the same?
No.
He's giving me a room. I don't know if he means it now or what he had. He's giving me a room. What are you giving me that for? I don't know, I've got an image of a young lad sat on like a single bed, right? And the one thing I can see in the room is the duvet cover's got like, it's either a dark blue, really dark blue sort of cover on his duvet. Does that make sense?
It does, but it's not this house.
It's
so
fine.
whether or not he's...
I don't know. I just feel as though this is what he's giving me. So this is what he's giving me? I don't know. It's like it's a memory just that he was at peace at times. Does that make sense? He had happy places, okay? Right, okay. Now I know that either you or he has suffered with some kind of anxiety. Because I can't get a full breath.
Yeah.
Because he's giving that to me, okay? So I know that. But he's proud of you. Because I feel as though I need to say to you, there was a time when even the thought of waking up on a morning wasn't going to happen. There was a time even getting out of bed, even brushing your hair, even putting your blind up. It was so hard to do because it was like, when this happened, I mean, I know grief's a horrific thing, isn't it? If I yawn, I apologise, it's spirit using my energy. Grief is horrific anyway, but I feel as though with you, it was raw grief for a long, long time.
Still is.
But there's a lot of unanswered questions.
Yeah.
And I don't think you'll ever get the answers you want.
No, I won't.
You'll never get the answers you want. But I do want to tell you that karma will play its way. That's what he's given me. I don't know what karma is, who karma is, or whose ass she's going to kick. I just know that he's giving me karma, that I have to say karma will come, okay? Right. Now he's giving me that. Cremated. Did some of his ashes go in something?
No.
Because I feel as though there's a tiny bit of him that's gone somewhere else.
Not that I know of. But no name.
I can imagine the character I've got now. He's probably floating everywhere, him. But no, I just feel as though this little part of him went somewhere else. But he's also telling me that he has the guilt because when that happened, he took part of you with him, but he didn't want to take that part of you with him. I feel as though he took your heart, your soul, your everything when he went, okay? Very random, but I have to give you Amy.
Right.
Okay?
Not random at all.
Yeah, or you know who.
Yeah.
Right, that's fine. As long as you know, so that's fine. I have to give you Amy. And I feel as though there's part of Amy up there. Amy? Part of Amy up there? There's something to do with Amy that he's got with him.
Oh, really?
There's something to do with Amy that he's got with him. Part of Amy is with him. Does that make sense, what I've just said? Don't tell me, because obviously we have this saying, darling, and it's called don't feed the medium. I'm fat enough. But there's part of Amy that comes to him as well. Okay, so he's got a connection with an Amy. As long as you know who this Amy is, yeah, that's fine. I don't know why he's giving me that. like islands in the stream? He's just randomly laughing and he's giving me islands in the stream. I don't know. The thing is, we've got it recorded. So I'll send you the link, and if you want to share it with your friends, you can do that.
Yeah.
They might listen and think, I know that, or I know.
Yeah.
This is what happens sometimes. But I feel as though it was a laugh more than anything. It was like something to do with that. I don't know. I also feel as though he had chew with one of his teachers. I'm not going into that one, like, but I feel as though when it came to school, he was, let's just say, I wouldn't say he was on the list to go to Oxford Uni or something like that. He had such a cheek that if he went somewhere like that, I think they'd like climb on the walls and be like, oh my God, he's so unique. His character was so unique and everything. But that's what he says he liked to make other people laugh. Because I feel as though there was times he couldn't laugh himself.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. So he liked to make other people laugh. So at school there was always a teacher that he was like, I feel as though the only way I can describe him in one sense was a bit of a class clown. He'd lift the class. He'd make the kids laugh, he'd do this and that. And he'd probably end up getting in detention, or he's kicked outside, but he did what he had to do. And that's what he's given me. He was also very crafty. And I don't mean sly, I mean with his hands. He liked to do things with his hands.
I wouldn't say crafty, but he was good on the way of like building computers.
Yeah. Well, he's with his hands, yeah, he's good building. He's more of a hands-on person than somebody who'll get 50,000 A levels. He'd rather be the hands-on person and do it that way, because he was clever with stuff like that. Right, alright, okay. I'll do the cards. Right. Are you going to choose them? Oh, here. He also says he comes behind you and he puts his hands on your shoulders.
Makes me bloody jump and all.
He goes like that, doesn't he? He's a gorgeous boy. He really is. Nobody else has got a look in, you know. He's like, I'm talking. I'm like, oh, hey Ben, I'm not arguing with you. Eee. Now I do know, because when we spoke earlier in the reading, I mentioned about the only child, and I do believe from what you were telling me there is someone up there with him, right? But I'm picking up more than one, okay? So there's a bit more energy than what I first thought that's around him.
Yeah.
So I feel as though all them energies together, you better get your rest down here, girl, because when you get up there with them lot, God help you. That's what I'm going to say. Hey, bless him. I do feel though, like, with him, he's a character, but he had a very sensitive side, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he would be there for anybody who needed a chat, needed anything, needed an escape route. He would be there, he would be that person. And I also feel as though he loved somebody very much. And I'm not going to say it wasn't a two-way street, but I don't think it was reciprocated in the way that he would have liked. Does that make sense? Because he gave everything to everybody. He gave 100%. And if somebody didn't give that 100% back, it was like, he couldn't understand it, because he's one of these people where he would give it and he couldn't understand why he didn't get it back.
Yeah.
And that's just how he makes me feel. He's a lovely lad. He is, he's a lovely lad.
Is he not giving any name away then about it with?
No.
You won't tell me.
He's his mother, come on. He ain't going to tell you that, is he? We all have secrets. I just know that there was somebody who he truly loved. That's how he's making me feel, as though there was somebody who was very special and truly loved, but it wasn't the same back. It wasn't a bad thing, but it wasn't the same back. Do you have a BMX?
When he was little again.
Because I feel as though I can see him. He's giving me himself on a BMX trying to do stunts, but I feel as though he came off quite a lot more than he was on the bike. Oh,
A bit similar with the guitar, you know.
yeah.
Like,
Wonderful musician, him. Tell you what, he'll give Slash a run for your money, won't he? My God. The thing is, I've got two acoustic guitars in my house at home, and I've got this feeling he's the sort of chap that would just sit and pluck the strings just to piss me off. You just know, don't you? You just know. Right, he's going back to this. He's going back to that. Why are you going back to that? Do you do it?
not that I've ever noticed.
I feel as though it's like a comfort thing. Why are you doing it? Because he's making me do that. It's just like it's his comfort thing, but he's okay. When he does it, it makes him feel more better and peaceful or something. I don't know. He settles. Let's say settles better when he does it, and that's why he keeps doing it. I think he's just letting you know that he's okay. He's settling.
Yeah.
He's settling. Right. When I've done this reading, I will photograph these cards, and I will send you them in the order that I've read them through your inbox when I get home. Okay?
Right.
Is that all right?
Mm-hmm.
Your first card is. I don't need to look at them to read them anyway. Angel of Comfort. Now, we're not talking fabric softener. It's his character who's a sod, isn't he, making me say things like that? Stop it. I feel as though you need more comfort from people than what you tell people. You are finding things tougher than what people realise. And you are always questioning, what is your purpose for being here? Does that make sense? Yeah. He's giving you that card because he is giving you comfort from the other side, and the other little energies are. And the dog's like there as well. I don't know who this dog is. I swear to God, it's under my legs and everything. But this dog is there as well. And I just feel as though somebody should come up to you and put their arms around you and tell you, get it out. Because there's so much that you've still got going in. You can't get it out. No, can't's not the right word to use. Can't's the wrong word to use. It's not that you can't get it out. You don't know how to. You can't get it. It's like an emotion, a raw emotion and a raw pain that you feel as though once you start letting it go, it's not going to stop. So you've got to do it like a lemonade bottle rather than take the lid off. Do it slowly and release it slowly rather than all at once. Because if you do it all at once, everything's all over. We know that. But that's what it's making me feel with you. I feel as though you need to start releasing it and letting it go. All I can tell you is, from what he's telling me, is whatever was going to happen, you can't change.
Yeah.
You couldn't have changed it. All right? Your next card, Angel of Success. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to run your own business and be a millionaire by Christmas, because I don't think that's going to happen. But I do feel once you can start accepting comfort from people and then letting it out slowly, instead of going the typical grieving person, I'm all right, and then I'm just going to go wash my pots. I mean, they don't need washing, but I'm just going to go wash them anyway, because then if I do something, it takes my mind off what I'm really feeling.
Yeah.
And he's got you to a T, hasn't he? He knows you to a T. And that's what it is. When you start letting him go, getting it out and accepting it, you will be successful in your own right as you are as a person. You'll start to learn again who you are as a person. And you'll start to live again. But it's not a life that obviously you wanted, and it's not the path you wanted. But unfortunately, it's the path you're going to have to take now.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Your last card is, and this is from him. This is from him to you.
Well,
And he's giving you that because that's how he feels. That's always there from his side and your side. That intense love that you've got for him still, he has that for you. It won't fade. Just because you're in different, let's just say, different worlds at the minute, it doesn't fade. It's just easier to deal with further on down the line. No, that's the wrong thing to say. Because we all deal with it differently. Some people, it can take a long, long time to even accept it rather than move on. Do you know what I mean? But with you, I feel as though it's been a long time in a sense, but it was yesterday as well.
Yeah.
It's still that feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's why it's giving you that. Because what he had for you on Earth plane, he has for you now. And I know that when your time comes, he's coming for you. And he's bringing a dog.
Good. My two favourite people.
That's what he's bringing, you, him and the dog.
I can't believe you mentioned the dog as well.
So I'm going to stop recording, because is that alright?